Lenka is known for showing off her flexibility on the court. She's tall and super fluid. I call her the WTA Novak of stretching. But it's not talent that was born with. It's years of mobility excess that makes her that perfect. So firstly, her training is all about that hip internal rotation. But she does not stop there. She throws in a touch of rotational tension load on her forward leg hip transition. She's working those hips and getting them ready to unleash some serious power on the court. But why stop with just hips? Aryna knows that to truly dominate on clay courts, she needs to keep every part of her body in top-notch shape. That's why she adds a little challenge to her forward foot ankle. With all that sliding and shifting on clay courts, her feet needs to be ready for anything. And speaking of sliding, Aryna isn't afraid of to keep out the sliders during her workouts. She will slide and reach, working those lateral movement like a pro. She's a pro. Because let's face it, tennis isn't just about hitting the ball. It's about being able to move gracefully and swiftly across the court, no matter what direction the ball is coming from. Now, let's talk about why this mobility and activation is so important. Tennis isn't for the faint of heart. It's a sport that demands peak physical condition. Whether you are playing in Abu Dhabi or anywhere else in the world, you need to be ready to go the distance. And that means keeping up your body in top shape to handle all those repetitive movements. Hitting the ball, jumping, sprinting from one side of the court to the other. It's a full body workout that can put serious strain on your muscles and joints. But with the right stretching exercise, like the ones Aryna incorporates into a training regimen, you can reduce that strain and keep your body performing at its best. Stretching isn't just about touching your toes or doing a few arm circles. It's about improving flexibility, reducing the muscle tension, and preventing the risk of injury. And for a sport as demanding as tennis, that's absolutely crucial. Mostly of our routine, she works on a variety of targeting different muscle groups. Aryna knows that the hip flexors can hinder her performance on the court, so she makes sure she incorporates this stretching into her routine. To do it, she targets the lunges position with one knee on the ground and the other foot planted firmly in front of her. Then she leans forward, feeling the stretch in the front of her hip. The tight hamstring can limit Aryna's range of motion and make her more prone to injuries. So she always takes the time to stretch them out. She might do a simple seated hamstring stretch, or use a towel or strap to deepen the stretch. With all the running and jumping she does on the court, Aryna knows that her calves can take a beating. That's why she makes sure to stretch them regularly. She might do a classic calf stretch against a wall or use a step to get deeper stretch. Tennis involves a lot of overhead movements, so Aryna knows the importance of keeping her shoulder loose and flexible. She might do a standing shoulder stretch or use a resistant band to improve mobility. Her power comes from her core, so she always makes sure to activate those muscles before hitting the court. She might do exercises like planks, Russian twists, or leg raises to strengthen her core and improve stability. Aryna ensures that her body is ready to handle whatever challenge the court throws at her. And with her dedication to mobility and activation, there is no doubt that she will continue to dominate the tennis world for years to come. Anyway, the benefits of stretching go beyond injury prevention. They can also enhance overall performance by improving range of motion and preventing muscle soreness.